Of a little coordination.
And I love watching the evolution and the growth of a brand, or more specifically a product, based on what the customer loves. It happens in every category. It happens in jewelry, it happens in apparel, it happens here in home decor. Many of you, tens of thousands of you, know and love the illuminated lanterns that Valerie has been bringing to you for years. And the popularity of these have been such that it's almost broken records. The number of times we've gone back and reordered these lanterns because people collect them as they do anything that they treasure during the holidays. Valerie, of course, inspired by you and always driving herself to innovate, sought a patent for this lantern because, as you can see, it does something that no one has ever seen before. It is a constant, beautiful shower of snow in a three-dimensional scene that captures the heart of the holidays. We did not intend to have this in our show today, but we presented this elsewhere twice, and more than half of our quantity is spoken for. So with only a couple of shows left for Valerie this season, we had to make space for it in our show today. It's H465791. We'll go through the choices, but I want to yield to you, Valerie, just to give us a little bit of insight into this and how it came to be, because every year they're more remarkable than the last.
Well, we have had lanterns in the past that have swirling glitter, you know,
yes,
as you talk
yes.
about this iteration. And then we thought, actually, my challenge to our vendor and makers was I'd love to create a snowing lantern. And one maker in particular really took on the challenge of figuring this out. And Phil, just giving you a big shout out because you have been such a key part of this development and design and persistent in getting it right. Jen, it took 2 years to create this, to get the snowing right so that the function was there. We continue to listen to our Val pals, and yeah, every time we make it, we are improving it and enhancing it, but the background scene and this gorgeous lantern that has the closing doors that open, all of the features here and the way that background scene completes the scene, these are so special.
Just to be clear, none of that snow is going to come spilling out when you open the doors because there's a shield in the front. Okay, choice number one is going to be your Santa. We have them in white skin tone and black skin tone. 150 remain in white skin tone Santa. 400 in black skin tone Santa. Wow, it's a good thing we're presenting these today. This may be the last time you see it for the season. In the middle, shocked it's here, church. Oh good, 1,600 remain in the church scene. Yeah. And then we have our angels in 2 skin tones. Black skin tone, 300 remain, and white skin tone. 900 remain, okay. Actually, now that I'm doing the math, we didn't have that many to begin with if half our quantity is already gone. So
you're exactly right, and we brought in the most of the church, Jen, because the church is always the most popular, so always takes the lead. And can I just say, these precious angels with the little bunny at her feet and the deer beside her and her hand uplifted to both the male and female cardinal in the tree, and that's another Val pal. Could you make sure that when you include the cardinals, you do a male and a female?
Wow.
I love how much our QVC family, and particularly our Val pals, are inspiring and helping us design and create. They have just they've become part of the design team. Doesn't she have the sweetest look? And there's just such a special moment there. The church is so beautiful. The background of the church, look at that evening sky. It is just breathtaking. And the arched cathedral doors and windows of the church is truly special. I want to even turn it for you, Tony, so that as you come in close, I'm going to turn it to the side so that you can see. Look at the windows and how the cathedral is shaped, and even to the right side, how there's even more of that cathedral window treatment all the way around. This is a beautiful scene. You can see it from the front, from the sides, and then that beautiful background.
This is 16 inches high and 9 inches wide if you are maybe measuring a shelf or something on which you want to put it. And then we have to give a little love and attention to Santa. I mean, you know, and I love, there's so many different versions of Santa. And one of my favorites is the one that kind of harkens back to like 50s and 40s and
Yes,
the way
vintage.
that he's dressed. Yeah, vintage. And
Yes.
and this is what you know, movies, black and white movies where you would see Santa Claus, or when you were a little girl, maybe your parents took you to the mall to see Santa and how he was dressed, right? And of course, if there is Santa in the wilderness, there has to be a reindeer nearby. You know, his kind of, you know, Patronus always is the reindeer, right?
Absolutely.
I'm fascinated by this though, and how it never runs out of snow. This is remarkable.
It never runs out of snow, and it's plug-in, so no batteries are required. You're going to plug this in, it will illuminate, the snow will fall, and the young and the young at heart
Yes.
that you'll be opening your home to this holiday season are going to be completely enchanted by this.
And my closing thought on this is going to be a value conversation, because if I think about, there's so many of us, myself included, who collect snow globes, and like, so you travel somewhere and there's a snow globe and you buy it and it was like $100 because it's big and it's glass, and you know, and it doesn't do all of this. It doesn't have that 3-dimension to it. It doesn't have that stopping power. And it would have been so much more expensive for us to do this. And I know how hard it is to get a patent and how long you've been working on it, and it's still only $69.98. You know, I'm not surprised it's been so popular. So Santa in white skin tone or black. White, 6 dozen. Black, $350. The church, $1,400 remain. And then in angel, black skin tone, $250. White, $850. Next time you see it, it may only have 1 or 2 choices.
And just know that David will be presenting this later tonight if there are enough to present. So if you do have a favorite, go ahead and choose it now,
now.
Because it looks